So anyways, this is going to be kind of like a turned around one, I guess. Um, I was just looking at this window and listening to birds and the sound of the traffic going by. And I thought about how in the last couple of days I've just been chasing. Things have been very chaotic for everyone around me. We've been running this event across the street and we've been getting prepared for the event. You know, we've been expecting hundreds of people there, and so it seems like everybody was in busy mode and doing mode, and I feel like when you get around that energy, you forget to be still and present and at peace. And when you get around too much of that energy, you start to evolve into that environment where your mind starts to think in that pattern where it says, okay, well, this is the way to achieve happiness, this is what is needed. So the environment causes the mind to be a certain way, and the internal energy within the self says, well, I'm going to start chasing things too. So you start chasing. In the last couple of days I've been chasing. I've been whether it's listening to a lot of music or being incredibly active or doing things, not really being satisfied but just being. And it's a very scary thing to not just be okay with just sitting by yourself, listening to birds, looking out the window at, trees. And I think the environment plays an enormous factor in the state of you just being okay with being still and being okay with just being. Because before this whole craziness happened across the street, I was much more peaceful. And now that it's gone, now that the event's gone and the chaos is left, and the people have left and the event has left across the street, I feel the state of being returning to the environment. Not to go off on a side tangent, but one of the reasons why I moved here to this environment is because it's very still and very peaceful and very zen. And I've removed myself from most of society's chasing, rushing around, trying to achieve happiness or fulfillment by chasing things, whether it's money, cars, women, men, materialistic items, travel, worldly desires, any of those things. And I think I've kind of gotten that way by traveling and living in so many cultures where people are more simple, like, mountain towns in Thailand and things like that, where nobody really had much of anything. They would bathe in the river, they would walk their cows every morning, things like that. Very fortunate to have those experiences. And to get very sidetracked here. I think one of the reasons why many cultures in the world right now are so busy with the art of chasing and not the art of making things be is because our societies and our cultures are so chaotic, and they're a lot like the event we had across the street for the past few days, where they're so busy, they're so rushing around, they're so doing things and doing things and doing things to achieve this happiness, or to make sure things are getting done, that they can't just be still. And it is infecting the minds of pretty much everybody. And the clutter theory video I have about thinking too much and being on your cell phone or watching things on rectangles further imposes the mind to not be still. But anyways, I hope you're having a great day. Mooses rule. Take care. Peace. Later. And this window and that tree rules.